Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today. If the light goes in and out, I apologize because the weather today has been a little nuts. It's been raining and then it's been sunny, then it's been raining again. I've already had to do my hair twice because during the summertime my hair goes pfft, and straightening it is usually not an option, but I was trying to be better for today's video. But today's video is going to be mystery boxes that I have ordered. I ordered a mystery box from Etsy. Yes, it was from Etsy. And it's just supposed to be random books. And then I also found this other book subscription thing that's called Bookcase Club. And I wanted to try them out because you're supposed to get 2 books for $9.99, and you can like decide which type of books you want. You can switch it up. It doesn't always have to be just one thing, like one genre that you have to pick. I picked romance this time because usually I'll like a romance most of the time. Sometimes I won't, but anyways, we are going to unbox this today, and then I'm going to start a reading vlog. So depending on what the novels are is going to be how many I pick for this reading vlog. I have no idea which ones I'm going to pick yet, so I don't even know what's in these boxes. I'm just going to open them with you. The only thing I did was I did open them like prior to starting to film because I just thought that it would save time. But so the first one is this box right here. This is the one that I got from Etsy. I'm not going to show you the other side because it has my address on it and I don't want people knowing where I live, if you get what I'm saying. But this is a mystery box. I don't know what's supposed to be in it. It just said that it's a variety of hand-picked books. So, I don't know. This one is Black Man Wheel, and this is by Josh Malerman. It's supposed to be a suspense novel. So, I'm just going to quickly, like, read over the synopsis with you, just so we can get, like, an idea. It says, the Danes, a band once named as the Darlings of Detroit, are washed up and desperate for inspiration, eager to again have a #1 hit. Then an agent from the U.S. Army approaches them with an unexpected proposal. Will they travel to an African desert to track down the source of a mysterious and malevolent sound? Under the guidance of their frontmen, Philip, Tonka, and the Danes embark on a harrowing journey through the scorching desert, a trip that takes Philip into the heart of an ominous twist and conspiracy. Okay. Sounds interesting. Sounds pretty cool. I do not read these type of books at all. Now the next one is World War Z. No. And this is by Max Brooks. This is a zombie apocalypse story. I don't read zombie apocalypse stories at all. I don't watch zombie movies. They are disgusting to me. I don't watch Walking Dead. Nothing. So this is going to be put to the side. No. No thanks. The next one, I already have this one on my shelf, but the next one is Unraveling Oliver, and this is by Lyd Nugent. If you did not see my big, first big book haul that I did, this was already in there, and this is about a guy named Oliver who seems like he is the perfect guy, and everybody wants him, and all the girls are like, yes, Oliver, like, whoo, he's like that guy. But then people start to get to know him, and when they start to get to know him, Oliver turns into a weirdo. And big things start happening, and like things start coming out of the closet. I'm definitely going to read this. And then the next book is The Second Life of Nick Mason, and this is by Steve Hamilton. I have no idea what this is. Says Nick Mason has already spent 5 years in a maximum security prison. When he gets an offer that will grant his release 20 years earlier, he accepts, but the deals come with a terrible price. Now back on the streets, Nick has a new house, a new car, money to burn, and a beautiful roommate. He returns to society, but he's still a prisoner. When he When his cell phone rings night or day, Nick must answer it and follow whatever order he is given. It's the deal he made with Darius Cole, a criminal mastermind serving a double life term who runs an empire from his prison cell. Okay, sounds cool. And it's signed, y'all. See that? So that sounds pretty cool. If you didn't, for my thriller recommendations, let me go get it real quick. For my thriller recommendations video, because this book kind of sounded like this, Beat the Reaper by Josh Pizzell. It kind of sounds like that a little bit. Maybe this will turn into a reading vlog, y'all. Yes. So I'm definitely going to be reading Unraveling Oliver, because this is a thriller and it's just like, yes. Then this sounds really cool too, The Second Life of Nick Mason. And this intrigues me as well. I usually don't read these type of books, like adventure books and stuff like that, but maybe. So that is the first mystery box that I got off Etsy. If you are interested, I'll link the Etsy store down below. Now we're going to get into the romance box. So it's called the bookcase.club, and it has, I think, 6 different types of boxes. And by the way, this is not sponsored. I just wanted to try it out. But this has 6 different types of boxes you can get. There's a children's box, there's a romance box, a thriller box, one that's just straight up like literary fiction, and I think there's a nonfiction one as well. It comes all cute. It has a little card, and it's only $9.99, so you get 2 hand-picked books for $9.99. And it comes like wrapped. They come like really wrapped, so. Oh, I've already read this one. So, The Rules of Love and Grammar, and it's kind of bent. Like, this box was jacked up when it came. But I already read this, and I loved it, and I passed it on to another person that I knew that would love it too. So this is The Rules of Love and Grammar. This is by Mary Simas, and this is just a really, really beautiful novel about a second chance romance. And the woman in here is a editor, so she's really precise with the way that she writes and precise with the way that she speaks to people, and she always corrects people. And then she decides that she needs to move back to her hometown, and when she moves back, the guy that she always really liked is still living there, and they just come back together, and it is a beautiful, beautiful story. Oh. And then the next one is a hardcover. This is by Nicholas Sparks, and I've never read a Nicholas Sparks book. I'm a romance reader. I've never read Nicholas Sparks. But this is 2x2. I don't know what this is about either. So it says, we'll make it through 2x2. At 31, Russell Green has it all: a stunning wife, a lovable 6-year-old daughter, and a successful career as an advertising executive, and an expensive home in Charlotte. He is living the dream in his marriage to a bewitching Vivian is the center of that dream, but underneath the shiny surface is the underneath the shining surface of this perfect existence, fault lines are beginning to appear, and no one is surprised that Russ, when he finds every aspect of his life he took for granted turned upside down. So in a matter of months, Russ finds himself without a job or a wife, caring for his young daughter, London, who is struggling to adapt to a new and baffling reality. So it's about a daughter and a dad, or a dad and daughter story, and I'm all for that because I love my daddy, and we have a really good relationship. So I will definitely be reading this. It sounds like it's going to be really emotional. But I have 4 books. So I'm definitely going to be reading Unraveling Oliver. It's very short, so it should be a pretty quick read. I will be reading The Second Life of Nick Mason because it sounds really fun, like a super action-packed book. And I'll try this out, the Black Mad Wheel Oh, and he wrote Bird Box. And then I'm going to be reading this too. So I have 4 novels for this reading block. I will let you know in what order I'm going to be reading these. I might just knock it down to 3 depending on how long it takes me to read these books. But yeah, so I'm excited about this. You'll see me a different clip. Oh. Hello people. So I just finished a NetGalley art and now I'm about to start reading the books that I showed you from the unboxing. The first book, or from the mystery boxes unboxing, the first book I'm going to read is Unraveling Oliver. I've been wanting to read this for a while anyways, and it's pretty short, so it's only 258 pages, so I should be able to get through this pretty quick. But before you see all the clips about me reading this, look at my nails. I usually never paint my nails like a really bright color like this. I usually stick with just like white or a nude or like a pale pink. But look at that, it's so pretty. Anyways, I have some things that I'm gonna unbox right quick. I needed some stuff from Sephora, so I just went ahead and picked some stuff up. And I got some more of my shampoo and conditioner. I use the banana stuff. This stuff has like changed my hair completely. It keeps it hydrated, it keeps it all pretty and shiny, and it's really good. So that's that. So I realized that I needed more like greenery on that bookshelf that you see me filming in front of now. That's right by my window. This is my bigger bookshelf right here. But my little filming corner, it just felt kind of meh to me, and the very top shelf needs something, so I might move some stuff around. So I wanted to pick this up, and it says fragile right here, you know, but my mail person just throws stuff in my mailbox or throw stuff up on my porch, so I don't, hopefully this is okay. And I never can open these boxes. Never. But I just needed something to go on top of my bookshelf. Like, I just needed some more greenery. Because, I mean, y'all see the bottom shelf and then half the other shelf, but it just kind of, I don't know, I needed something else. So I picked this up. It's a little air plant. It looks like these. So it looks kind of like my other one that's over there on my shelf. Hopefully I can keep an air plant alive, because all you have to do is spray it. And it has the like little instructions how to keep it alive. Because really, all with an air plant, really with an air plant, all you have to really do is like spray it with water and make sure that it sees some sort of sunlight. So if it's over there on that wall, then it'll see sunlight, because the sun comes in on that, and it doesn't have to have like direct sunlight, which I really like. And then it comes with a little handmade gourd. What would you call this? That sits in vase planter. This thing. That's pretty. It matches the like aesthetic of this room, where it's just kind of like light tones and everything. And it's supposed to just sit in here and look. It's supposed to just sit in there and look like that. So this is going to be another thing that's on my bookshelf. I'm probably just going to put it on one of the ends so my books don't fall over. But yeah, I wanted to show you that. It's really cute, and it's sparkly, and it's handmade. So I'm excited. And again, hopefully I can keep this alive, because all I gotta do is just spritz it. The other one over there is hanging on pretty good, so we'll see. But if you are interested in this, I will leave it down below. Or if you're interested in this smells like bananas. It smells really good. And it has a, I can't smell it right now because it has a little thing on it. But Charles figured out how to open the top to this the other day and squirted all my other stuff out, so I have like this much left. But yeah, I'm gonna put this on the bookshelf and then I'll show you right quick. Okay, so this is my bookshelf. This is the other air plant that I was telling you about. If you didn't see in my vlog where, oh, there's a dead ladybug. Oops, dead ladybug. But if you didn't see my other vlog, I showed this off, but I've just been spritzing it with a little bit of water. But I went ahead and put my new thing right there and moved that was right here up there. So that's what the top looks like for right now. Again, the top shelf, it still needs some work, but I think it looks cute. It's not as big as I thought it was going to be, but it'll work. So yeah, so that's that. I'm not going to show you the rest of my room because it's a complete disaster like usual. Maybe I'll do another cleaning vlog, who knows. But yeah, just wanted to show you that. Sweet. Hello. Again, you just saw me like literally like a minute ago. But I am downstairs in my living room. I'm about to start reading Unraveling Oliver by Liz Nugent. Nugent. And I'm pretty excited about it because I've been anticipating this book for a while, since I bought it the other day. Or like a month ago, something like that. Anyways, I'm excited about it. It's supposed to be pretty screwed up, but we'll see. I will update you in a little bit. It is around 2:30 right now. Charles is at daycare, so I have to go pick him up soon. He started back to daycare last week, and I've been asking him every morning if he wants to go to daycare, and he's always saying yes, so I take him to daycare because he wants to go. So but I have to go pick him up here in a little bit, so I'm going to read for about an hour, and then I'm going to go pick him up, and then I will update you on this book. Hopefully I can finish it today because it's short, so because I need to get on the ball. I got a lot of other stuff I got to read too. But yeah, okay, bye. Good morning. I'm sorry if the sun is kind of weird and everything, but I'm about to take this little one, if you can see him back there, right there, to daycare. But I just wanted to check in with you first with Unraveling Oliver by Liz Nugent. This is a domestic violence thriller. So if you have any kind of trigger with domestic abuse or physical abuse or any type of abuse whatsoever, this is probably not going to be for you. There's like weird shadows. No, it's just gonna have to be that way. But so this is about a guy named Oliver, and he is very, very mysterious. The first chapter, he is the one that's telling us about how he beat his wife into a coma over a disagreement. We haven't found out what that disagreement is yet, but as the story has gone on, we are meeting people that are from Oliver's life as well as Alice's life, and they're just telling us how they were as people, giving us a background story. This story is set in France, so it's a little different. It's set in the UK, so it's a little different than the US if you live in the US, but it's just it's interesting so far. It's a little bleh, but it's so interesting to the point where it's not boring, if you get what I'm saying. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain because it's just weird. But Oliver is a very, very weird little person. He's said to be very attractive, and women are just kind of drawn to him, but he doesn't know how to deal with women, and he doesn't respect women whatsoever at all. And he ended up with his wife just because he felt like settling down. And yeah, so that's basically where I'm at right now. I don't want to give too much away because it's very, very fast paced, and I feel like if I give too many details, it's just going to give that away. Like, it's just going to give everything away. I am about at the 115 page mark, so I'm almost halfway through. I do plan on finishing that today after I drop that little one off at daycare, and then I make a Target run. So we'll see how that goes, because I can make some damage in Target. But I just wanted to check in. Hope you have a good morning wherever you are, staying safe. But yeah, so we're gonna get this little person to school. Hey Charles, can you say hi?
Hey.
Can you wave? Can you say hey?
Good. Everyone.
Mm-hmm. Really? Alright. I'll check back in with you in a little bit. Hey guys, so I just left Target and I went into Target to get one thing and I came out with 6 different things because I have no self-control when I go into Target. But I wanted to show you the books that I got. I got Queenie by Candace Cardi Williams. I've heard nothing but really good things about this. The cover really caught my attention. Plus, it's about women empowerment, so you know I'm all about a good women empowerment book. And then I picked up It's Not All Down Here From Here by Terry McMillan. Heard nothing but really good things about this, and this has been on my radar for a really long time. And it was 30% off, so I went ahead and picked it up. And people were looking at me really weird because I'm sitting in a parking lot filming this. What is this girl doing? Talking to a camera and he parked right beside me. Oh my god. Okay, so I gotta get this done because he's looking at me weird. And then I picked up the Happily Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. So I'm excited about those. And I picked up a sweatsuit because I'm always cold, and then tampons. Tampons was the main reason why I went into Target, and he left. I hit the like menu button on my camera, but he left. So. But the plan is today for me to go home and read and just lay on the couch because I'm not feeling well. I did pick up 3 books, even though I said I wasn't gonna buy any more books, but I have no self-control and Chris is gonna not be happy. But yeah, so I'm gonna go home and oh, and I got coffee, so okay, people are looking at me weird and I feel weird. Bye. So we're about to tear down our deck and the people decided to drop off a big old dumpster in my driveway. Why would they put it in the middle of the driveway? Ugh. Hello, so I just finished I thought it was upside down. I just finished Unraveling Oliver by Liz Nugent, and in the previous clip I told you that it was set in France, but it's actually set in Ireland, and they travel to France and travel around the UK and everything. But this book I ended up giving about 3.5 to 4 stars. I haven't decided on which rating I'm going to give it yet. It was really cool to read from all the different perspectives because it kind of seemed like you were reading a documentary, like how they have different interviews in a documentary. That's how it's read from. So you get to hear from Oliver's point of view, you get to hear from different people in Oliver's life, as well as different people from Alice's life, and they're just telling you about their experiences, about how Oliver treated people, about how Alice treated people. And it was a cool concept on that part. But again, if you have any kind of triggers with domestic violence or anything of that nature, just violence in general, this is not for you. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that right now. It's not for you. I wouldn't even attempt to pick it up because it is solely based on the abuse that Oliver has done to his wife, and he put her in a coma. He beat her to the point where she is no longer able to speak and she can't feed herself, and she's basically a vegetable now. But I don't want to tell you any more than that. Just know that you do read from a lot of people's different perspectives. You get to see why he did what he did. He is very full of secrets. He's had a terrible past. Family dynamic is not a big part. Like, being family oriented is not a big part of his life because his dad mistreated him and he didn't know his mom. So that's a big part of the story as well. And he's just not a good person at all. Everybody thinks that he is a good person. He's really good at hiding who he is, and hence the name Unraveling Oliver. But again, it's a 3.5 to 4 star read. I haven't decided which score I'm going to give it yet. since it was a very, very hard read, but I knew about what it was like going into it, so I expected it to be a really hard read, and one of those books that's just like, people like that actually exist. Like, people like Oliver actually exist in the world, and it's crazy to me that people do that, and it's freaking scary. But yeah, so finish this, and I need something light because I can't read stuff like this constantly. It puts me in a bad mindset. So I'm just going to pick up Nicholas Sparks. This is 2x2, or 2x2 by Nicholas Sparks. This is supposed to be a very heartwarming daughter-father relationship story about a man who loses his wife and has to take care of his daughter. It's probably going to make me bawl my eyes out, but I probably need that right now after reading this. So I've never read a Nicholas Sparks book, so this will be the first time that I ever read from him. I'm a romance reader, and I've never read Nicholas Sparks, so I was never interested in picking up his books when I was younger. So yeah, I'm going to start reading this, and again, I'll fill you in. I might see you tonight, I might see you in the morning, it just depends. So I just wanted to fill you in on that. Hey guys, so it's been a couple days since I checked in. It's been an eventful couple of days around my house. Friday, after I spoke with you and told you that I was about to start reading this, or 2x2 by Nicholas Sparks, I got a text from Charles's daycare, and they sent me a picture, and he had had an allergic reaction to something, and his eye swelled like it was big. So that freaked me out, and that was like my attention for the rest of Friday. And then, whoa, let's try to fix my camera. And then we decided that it was time to tear down our deck in our backyard. So while my husband and my dad and my mom and one of our friends came over and decided to tear down the deck, and I was on mama duty, so I didn't have time to read. I didn't have time to really get through this because I was running around after my child. But I did end up finishing this today. I was not liking it at all for the first like 300 pages, because this is a pretty hefty book. This is like 485 pages. But I don't understand why this is really classified as a romance novel, because even though it has romance in it, I don't know, it's classified as a romance and domestic novel. And I get the domestic part completely, because that's basically all it's about. So this is about a guy named Russ who is going through some really hard times because his wife ends up leaving him for another man, and together they have a daughter who is still young. She's about 4 or 5 when their marriage starts kind of going down south. And it just really, I don't know, the manipulation in this book really threw me for a loop for a long time. And I honestly wasn't going to give it more than 3 stars because of the manipulation. I do not like reading books about people manipulating other people, because that's just not something that I'm down with in my real life, and I really don't feel like reading it about other characters or about characters as well. So I was not enjoying this novel, but about like the last 150 pages is when the family aspect started really coming in, and we see Russ really growing into himself as a father, like a single father growing into himself and figuring out like what's more important, either his feelings or his daughter's feelings. And then something else happens in his family that's really, really heartbreaking. I like, last 150 pages, I was literally bawling my eyes out the entire time. So, and I know that that's like a regular theme in Nicholas Sparks novels, and I think that's why I never picked one of his novels up, because when I read, I really want to enjoy what I read, like, if that makes sense. Like, I enjoyed the last 150 pages of this book, but I really thought that it would have a little bit more romance in it because it's listed as romance. So when I see romance, I'm thinking angst, I'm thinking steamy, I'm thinking like people coming together and, you know, doing that. But that was not about this at all. It did have a good father-daughter relationship in it. Twice we see Russ's older sister and Russ's dad coming together more, and they already have a strong bond, but at the end of the novel they form an even stronger bond, which is really, really sweet. Plus we see Russ come in to role as a father. Like, he's always been there for her, but now that his wife has left, he is her sole provider, and he is the sole person that's taking care of her. We see him grow into his role as a father, being the only provider for her, and it's just, I have a lot of mixed feelings about this. I think I'm going to give it a 3.5, not just a regular 3, but a 3.5, because I did enjoy the last 150 pages. I don't understand why this novel is so long. Like, I don't get it. It could have been condensed. Like, it could have been like 350 pages instead of 485. And again, I don't understand why this is listed as a romance. I mean, it has a second chance romance in it, but I don't know. It's more of a domestic novel than anything, so don't really understand why it's listed as a romance. I don't know if I'll pick up any more Nicholas Sparks novels. I don't know. It's just one of those books that I know that I needed to read Nicholas Sparks because he's one of the most, like, well-known male romance authors. But I don't know. I'm still kind of mixed on it. Like, I liked some aspects of it, but then I didn't. I don't know if this was the right Nicholas Sparks novel to get into the first time I've ever read him, but since I had him, or since I had the, you know, the boxes to open, that's why I read it. But I think I'm going to end this vlog here because I feel like this vlog has been way too long and like too many days in a row, and I just want to go ahead and end it here. I did end up reading 2 books. I ended up reading Unraveling Oliver. Again, if you don't do well with domestic violence and that's one of your triggers and you don't like reading about that, I would not read this. I ended up giving this 3.5. This was a really hard read. So again, if you don't like that, the only reason I gave it a 3.5 is because the way it was written in a very unique style, I thought, because it's like you're literally watching a documentary, like reading a documentary that you would watch on TV. So I like that aspect of it, but Oliver is just, he's a piece of work and he's a terrible, terrible person. So if you don't like that kind of stuff, I wouldn't read this at all. I would not recommend that to you. But yeah, that's that. And then again, I read Nicholas Sparks 2x2. Or I read 2x2 by Nicholas Sparks, I should say, and I ended up giving this like a 3.5. So both of these were 3.5 reads. I don't really know which box I liked more because I still have 2 other books that I said that I was going to read for this vlog, but life happened and I'll get to them eventually. I did sign up again for the bookcase club. Is that what it's called? Yeah, the bookcase club box, but I signed up for the thriller box because the 2 books that I got for the romance were this one and then the Rules of Love and Grammar. I've already read the Rules of Love and Grammar, and there's this. So I did sign up for the thriller kind, and again, the bookcase club box, you get 2 novels that are supposed to be like popular, and hopefully I don't get any novels that I already have. That's one thing about the mystery boxes, is you never know if you're going to get something that you already have. So I already had this book in paperback for my other book, or for my other book box, and then I got a zombie book that I have no intention of reading whatsoever, and then I got this one, and then this one. So I'm excited about this one. I don't know about this, knowing that the author wrote, or this is the author of Bird Box. I might enjoy it. I didn't read Bird Box, but I watched the movie and it was alright. But I don't know. If you want me to do any more mystery boxes, let me know. Let me know if there's any more out there. I don't want to really spend any more than like 25 bucks on them, because yeah. But so yeah. Just let me know if you want to see any more of this. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Sorry that this was such a mess, and sorry this video didn't go up on Sunday. But again, like I said, life happens, and I guess I just needed the time off to spend with my family, which is never a bad thing. But if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe below, comment, like this video. Again, if you want to see me do another unboxing and like a reading vlog type style, let me know. If you have any other book boxes, like mystery boxes that you know of and you want me to try out, let me know. Or if you just want to let me know if you ever do them. I will link both of those mystery boxes down below for you. But I hope you have a good day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.